Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am doing the weekly reading today for the collective. Whenever you catch this, it's the week ahead for you. And I'm just be tapping into the energies to see what's going on, see what's going on for all of us. Thank you so much for being here, for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and helping my channel to grow. I am so grateful. And yeah, I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to start with the Kipper deck and see what we get. See what's going on. Ooh, we've got message of concern. This showed up last week. Number 14. Sudden wealth. Number 11. Also got this last week. Judication. 30. Courtship. Number 4. And message. Number 7. um and interesting here, we have in a row with sudden wealth, adjudication, and courtship. We have 2, 3, 4. These break down to 2 and 3 and 4, and then 2 messages. Hey, happy bubble. Good morning. Thanks for joining. So, wow, it's really it's interesting because it feels like it could very much be centered around some kind of, could be a divorce that you're going through or someone you know is going through. um Somebody, it's like the judge deciding to what's the word, can't think of the word, to give one of the people, like, the here we go with the brain, the brain issues. uh, to award one of the people with, the, they get the positive ruling, and someone's getting the message and they're not happy about this because it's like, but wait, I thought it was going to go in my favor, or something, but there's somehow something's working out in your favor, which, if this is a divorce, this is allowing you or someone to move forward in a new connection. And with message, that, who knows, this message could be coming from just about anybody. This could be messages between the new people. This could be, and I say new people, I mean, this could be you, this could be someone, of course, apply it as it fits. But there could be a message coming in from somebody who originally received the message that concerned them. I'll dive in. So, okay, let's think about this in another way, because not everybody's going through a divorce. Um, it could also be inheritance. Message of concern could be like, "Oh no, I just found out somebody in my family died. That's terrible. But oh, they're leaving me a bunch of money. Now we're going to court to figure this out." And and then the courtship card could be, this is allowing you to have some kind of new beginning, or to um go after something that you've been wanting that maybe you couldn't afford. and you're sending someone a message, or you're getting a message about your ability to move forward in some way. Adjudication can also just be a choice. The sudden wealth allows a person the freedom to choose what they really want to do, and to get really clear about the kind of message they want to give somebody, or there's a positive message coming in. I don't know about positive, it's neutral, but it feels positive next to this courtship card. It's like, here's the choice that's being made, and there's some kind of, yeah, some kind of document, letter, um um yeah. Anyway, I mean, message could even be like, texting, DM or something sliding into your box. That sounded weird. Okay, so um I'm gonna go with the Osho Zen Tarot. Whoops, things falling. I'll take some sudden wealth too. I'm with you, Happy Bubble. Okay, so Osho Zen. Cora is here. Hello. Thanks for joining. See, we've got possibilities. Uh-huh. We all inviting possibilities. See what I did there? Postponement. Interesting. So this is 2 of fire. This is, what is this? 4 of clouds, 4 of air. Compromise. 6 of rainbows. Slowing down, which I believe is the page of pentacles, or page of earth, page of rainbows. And oh my god, and we've got abundance, which is the king of pentacles, or king of earth, whatever, king of rainbows in this case. Okay, here. So yeah, here's this choice. There's this choice point here. The possibilities, like, suddenly there's this ability to, you've gained some kind of freedom, or you're going to. And the sun is rising, and there's this ability to see further than you ever have before. You know you can now go in a direction that you weren't even aware of before. But there's some kind of postponement. Maybe it's the kind of thing where you need to, like, you see the possibilities, you now have this new choice that's opened up to you, but you need time to integrate the implications of what this new path, this new opportunity, this new possibility, you have to kind of try it on, and kind of realize where you've been. It's like you're seeing that this is, suddenly you see that where you could go is so much better than where you've been. But there's this need to work something out. Work something out with someone. These two, they're doing this like pinky swear thing. And they don't look particularly happy, although one of them looks slightly, and I've looked at this before, one of them looks slightly less unhappy than the other one. I don't know, they both look pretty. Um, but it's like the moving for there's a postponement in this moving forward because of some kind of agreement that is being made or needs to be closed out. And this is there's a there's a slowing down because of needing to focus on getting back to getting back to the basics. As something is closing out, there's a need to just relax. To somebody, we'll say you, to make your way back home, or to make your way somewhere where you can finally drink from the the fountain of youth comes to mind. But it's like it's the rainbow water. It's this idea of finally being able to experience the full spectrum, all of this color. At some point you were kind of you saw the potential, or you're going to see the potential, but you can't take any action because you're still working something out here. But if you look in the background, like the colors are very similar to the water. And it's like as you close something out, as you finish something in one area, you're taking time to just slowly make your way in a new direction, or somewhere that is going to like nourish you or fulfill you in some way. If you're really thirsty, and you're just going to the water to really drink deeply of some kind of new experience that you may not even have known was possible. But oh my God, once you drink of that water, of that rainbow of experience, it's like it's, it's like the water like turns into this giant geyser. Suddenly you find yourself in this place of being able to fully um uh not just accept, but fully be able to enjoy and appreciate all this abundance that's coming in. It's like there's something that's stuck that keeps you from enjoying it right away, but it's because there's a new beginning that you need to take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race, right. I can't even talk. And then you kind of come into this place of feeling super abundant. It's like you realize what you had been missing, but at the time you didn't know what you didn't know. You were caught in a world of gray. But once you saw the possibilities, it was like, I don't know, this it's like this major epiphany, and then just feeling really happy and settled. um yeah, it's really amazing. And it could be too that you are walking to the edge of this experience with someone else who is already, it's like they're the I want to say gatekeeper, a little Ghostbusters reference for you. They're the one who, as you get closer, you realize that there's somebody here who has the answers, who has um, they're like a benefactor or something. They're like, come join me, in my happy, balanced rainbow realm. um, yeah, a lot of balance there. So, okay, let's see. I was just thinking this morning, let's see if I can get my cards up. That if I can grab them, I'm having card issues right now. Okay. Linda is here. Hello. Thanks for joining. I'm going to pick some numerology cards just because. Financial discipline. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. When sudden wealth comes in, you got to figure out what you're going to do with that so you don't just squander it all, which is a very common thing, especially if you're not used to it. um, People who win the lottery often, the studies have been done, often end up more destitute than when they started. There's a need to invest your money to really pay attention. Like you've got the wealth coming in. Um, Remember that life has cycles and ups and downs, and there may be sudden wealth right now, so you want to put some away for the future when maybe there isn't so much wealth coming in, or you bump up against things that um you didn't account for. Completion. Yeah, like I said, there's a need to close out a cycle, or there's this there's something happening here now that this possibility is opening up. There's closing out a cycle with somebody else where it wasn't a happy situation to begin with, and you're starting to see that in order to get get to the rainbow, get to the water's edge, you got to push past this obstacle with somebody. Self discipline, number 41. Self discipline aligns with the financial discipline. Self discipline, financial discipline. This is really reining it in. This is why there's this slowing down, because you're having to reformulate, um, figure out what you're gonna do. Um, this you're moving into a whole new world, a whole new experience that you're not familiar with. So you really need to take your time and just kind of get a lay of the land. It feels like, when you've been inside, and then you walk outside on a sunny day. Say you've been somewhere dark, like I don't know, in a movie theater or something, and then you walk out into the bright sunlight and you're like, "Oh my god, I can't see. I need a minute to adjust." For my eyes to adjust. And so you don't want to go rushing out into the parking lot, and then, you can't see and you get hit by a car. Sounds weird, but um, it's there's a need to just, yeah, take your time. And then we have adventure. I love this word. 55, adventure. 55 breaks down to a 10. So we've got the completion, and then through self-discipline you get to start a whole new adventure. You're going on a whole new path, and you have the means to do it. You have the means to do something that you couldn't before. And effort, number 13. in order to in order to be truly successful, you have to continue putting in effort, continue being self-disciplined, financially disciplined. You can't just forget everything and be like, okay, I'm good. I'm taken care of. Like, you still have to show up for yourself, show up in your life. You have the means to do it now. So make the effort. And I think someone will be making the effort for you as well. Or there's just, if you're moving away from this kind of situation, there's some kind of judgment being made on something that is less than happy, then you are moving towards something that is pretty much the opposite. And you making the effort will attract others who will make the effort. And I get the sense that you've been in a situation for a while because of all the gray where you felt like you were being drained. There's hardly any color here in this person's shirt. And it's like, oh, I remember what it was like once upon a time to have color in my life. And then it's you heading back and then having it and all the balance. Okay. So yay. Um what next? What next? I'm going with my elemental oracle. I mean, you can buy the Jaguar. Just make sure that you also put some in savings or you also invest. Of course, it depends on how much wealth you actually have, but don't go out and like spend all your money on a Jaguar. Maybe wait and see. Like, maybe but it's like again with that self discipline and the financial discipline. It's like, okay, well, I do have some debt that I need to pay off first and I have these, I want to start a college fund for my kid, or I want to, I don't know, put some money aside for a rainy day. Like, do all the things, do your due diligence, and get a financial advisor who can help you, make those good decisions. And then if you have, enough left over, by all means, get yourself a Jaguar. I know. I'd probably still drive a Toyota even if I had a bunch of money, because I wouldn't worry about it getting scratched or anything. That's my main thing. I'm like, why have a fancy car if you're always worried about it? Anyway, we have desert solitariness, number 13. And there are a lot of cards here that speak to this, but it's not a sad, alone solitariness. She's on a swing. To me, this looks like she's watching the sunrise. Yeah. And it's like having been alone for a while and then just taking time to be comfortable, be happy with yourself. Oh, a little bit of kitty confirmation there. And realizing that it's all about putting the effort into yourself. And oh, wow. We've got music and joy. Number 28. Which breaks down to a 10. So does adventure. Um, I feel I feel like you now have the means to focus on what you truly enjoy. You're bringing joy back into your life, back into your experience. You start by seeing it, seeing the possibility or possibilities, and then suddenly you're like, yeah, I can do what I really love, what I really want to do, or I can learn how to do something I've been wanting to do. Whatever what it is that brings you joy. There's some kind it's like music for your soul. It doesn't have to be actual music. Not everyone resonates with music, but it could. Maybe you do want to take up, playing the violin or some other instrument, or maybe you have the time now to start composing your own music, or maybe there's just something in being able to like play the music you love, and that brings you joy. The equator, to make equal, number 5. Lots of fives here too. There is big change afoot. 5 represents the number 5 represents change. And again, we have this balance. You know, she's really dark, she's really light. We've got the moon and the sun, and she's pointing. She's a guide to creating more equality in your life, coming to the center, making things equal. Oh, she looks like she's pointing. It's like, okay, so she looks like she's pointing, and then kind of on her hand, almost like a hologram, is this world. And she's pointing and she's like, this is the possibility. This is what's going to bring the balance. This is what's going to equalize you, your life, go this way. Like, I almost get like she's like, a spirit guide, or, your higher self. Somehow these different parts of you are coming into balance. And it's a major change for you because you were so out of balance before, potentially, or someone you were dealing with. And then we have time, and we get discipline again. See, there's a lot of discipline here that is needed to help you to be your most successful self. And the time, slowing down. There's no rush. This is about really enjoying the adventure, enjoying the journey, getting to the water's edge, and really like drinking it in slowly, and just like allowing it to fill you up, to fulfill you. If you feel like you've been run out of time, or you've been can't think of the word or the phrase right now, so somehow you feel like time has not been on your side, this is all changing, and you're realizing that where you might have been chomping at the bit before, or where you might have felt hopeless or something, you're like, you know with this desert solitariness, that there's no rush here. This is coming back to yourself and learning how to. That's a part of the discipline, is putting yourself first, taking care of yourself. I know, I love this deck so much. um Voice, speaking your word, number 25. And interesting, because this breaks down to a 7, and we have message here. So this can be not just a written message, it could be a spoken message. There is there is something new that's coming, that's blossoming, either in a relationship, or this is something that's happening within yourself, or some kind of situation in your life where you're learning how to speak, how to use your voice to speak your truth. What is it? Speaking your word. Your word has so much power. Using your voice, opening up that fifth chakra. Fifth? Yeah, fifth. um, and learning to communicate in a new way. You have to. You're having to totally change things up and turn things around because of this. There's huge implications with all of this positive abundance that's coming in, and it's like remolding you, reprogramming you. You're understanding how to show up in a whole new way, which is awesome. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna finish. What am I finishing? Oh, I know. I want to get some abundance, pick some abundance angels. Oh, I like that. Yeah, the darkness guides to the light. Mm-hmm. Okay. My glasses. Block out distractions. See, this is part of discipline. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. And it's making me think of this. You closing something out, tuning somebody out. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Yeah, whatever it is, because you want to start focusing on learning the new things, doing the things that bring you joy. The distractions are the things that suck the joy out of you, that take you out of the joy or away from the joy. And we have attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Kind of speaks to this as well. So, um, yeah, there's things are going to happen very quickly, I think. And this is about you really focusing on what's important, what's truly important to you, finding that balance and moving into the light like that. This kind of speaks to me of that, like the sun is starting to rise above the tree. um in due time, things will be illuminated. The sun the sun continues to rise, and then you will see maybe what you don't see now. The color will come. How do I say it? There will be color where maybe there wasn't before, where there were clouds and it was gray. Now it's like seeing things in a whole new way. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. This is a beautiful reading. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. and and yeah, thanks again for liking, subscribing, and sharing.